It was the worst thing that could have ever happened. It was gone, and it wasn't coming back, or at least it seemed like it. We were so excited. We had so much hope. It was going to be so wonderful, and then it was gone. It was dead, and we didn't know if we would ever have it again. And then there was the day that somebody said, "I found it, I saw it, I've seen it," and we all rejoiced. You see, there was a day when Bluebell ice cream had been taken completely off the shelves. It was gone. And our son Andrew wanted to have Bluebell ice cream at his rehearsal dinner before his wedding more than anything else. But it was gone and we couldn't find it. Unfortunately, we didn't get to have it for Drew and Catherine's rehearsal dinner, but we did get to have it back. And I remember when people said, "I think it's coming back," but you didn't believe it till you saw it, and then it was on the shelves. And of course, I didn't really get excited until we got to see pralines and cream. That's the best flavor. And it finally came back out. And I said, "Yes, I found it. I've seen. It's back." Maybe even it's alive. The power of the resurrection is incredible. That Jesus would be brought back from the dead, that God would take him from death to life and would raise him up. The resurrection was just the greatest and most powerful thing ever that God could do. Even more than the first creation, to take something from death to life and to take us from a place where sin and brokenness had the last word to where life and wholeness had the last word. It was the greatest thing that God ever did. But it would have just been an event except for the way that people talked about it. All the Gospels agree there was a lady named Mary. And when we read about her in John, she came running when she had seen the Lord. She said, "I have seen the Lord. I've seen him. He's not dead. He's alive." It's the most wonderful news. It's incredible. And then Jesus, after that great proclamation had been made, he then told the disciples, and this is in the book of Acts, he said, "You will be my witnesses. You'll be the ones who tell people that you saw me. You'll be the ones who tell people that my resurrection is true. The story about me is true. That I have moved from death to life. And I've taken us all from brokenness to wholeness." Very powerful stuff. And you'll be my witnesses to the end of the earth. I don't know about you, but sometimes I think being a witness sounds awfully complicated, but then I'm reminded that the very first witness said something very simple. "I've seen the Lord." I don't know how you might say it. Jesus is alive. Jesus has defeated death. Jesus has made it possible for me to not be broken, but instead to be whole. Whatever it is that you might say, it doesn't have to be complicated. It just proclaims, maybe even, Jesus is the greatest. Or maybe just simply, Jesus is my friend. Everybody needs to hear that message, and God said we are the people to carry it, to be his witnesses. I hope that you'll join me in being a witness, not just to the good news of something like Bluebell coming back, but the great news that Jesus is alive to this very day at the right hand of God. And that great news ends with the fact that he's going to come back again. Who are you going to tell? How are you going to let them know? Because, oh yeah, pralines and cream is awesome. But the resurrection of Jesus, Jesus' love, the fact that Jesus wants to be my friend and your friend is the best news of all. That's the best. Don't be arguing with me, Josh. Pralines and cream, that's the best.